You're watching TSU-TV 98, brought to you by the Department of Communications in the College of Liberal Arts at Tennessee State University in Nashville, Tennessee.
Coming up on TSU-TV News 98 News at Noon, helping students in need. See what company is helping you pay for school.
Plus, celebrating diversity on campus. Find out how students are coming together for a cultural experience.
And a campus struggles to get their students motivated. A new trend affecting college campuses nationwide. Your TSU-TV News 98 News at Noon starts now.
Live from the campus of Tennessee State University in Nashville, this is TSU-TV News 98.
Good afternoon and welcome to TSU-TV News 98 News at Noon. I'm Eric Monahan.
And I'm RaShaun Haynes. First, this afternoon, Tivana T hosts an event to give a chance for students to win a scholarship. The More Than T Tour came to the Student Success Center for dream building exercises. The Starbucks Bought Company will give students a chance to win $10,000 in scholarships. The scholarship requires no essay, application, or minimum GPA. Students must create a video explaining how the money will help achieve their dreams, as well as the tour's Instagram name, and give given hashtags. The event was filled with motivational speakers and gave students the opportunity to taste different flavors. It also gave advice to help make their dreams a reality. TSU was one of the many HBCUs this tour will visit. Stops will include Fisk University and McHarry Medical College in the later part of the tour.
This week, the Office of International Affairs hosted events honoring TSU's international students. The activities included such things as international movie screenings, a Muppet show, a passport seminar, and a veterans ceremony. This is an annual event hosted by the department, so stay tuned for next year's festivities.
In campuses across the nation, student engagement is declining. News 98's Michaela Davis has part one of the story.
In this two-part series, I will discuss how there has been a major decline in school involvement over the years. We talked to current TSU students and TSU alumni about why they believe student participation has decreased. Freshmen Link Washington and Travis Green had this to say about school involvement.
Since the upper class have been here a lot, they should be trying to interact with the newcomers, freshmen like us, for we can get an experience they should have had.
Basically, to piggyback off that, I feel as if we all on a mature level here, so which we all have our own mindset and we all going to do what we're going to do regardless. But we are supposed to look up to y'all, and y'all not coming out, y'all not participating, y'all not reaching out to us. I mean, it's what do we do with that?
We talked to TSU alum, Mrs. Penny Collins, about some of the differences she has seen.
The energy is totally different from when I was here. We didn't have nothing else to do, so y'all kind of like that social media area. Right. And so coming to the games is not really y'all thing unless y'all gonna be seen. Right. So, but for us, it was we don't have nothing else to do. We come into the game.
Right. All right, TSU, you can tell it's very important to support our sports teams. They need our support. So I want to see you at all of our football, basketball, all sports games. I am Michaela Davis, reporting live for TSU News.
Join us next week for part two from Michaela as the university responds to this problem.
And another fight breaks out over the Popeyes chicken sandwich. This time it happened in our own backyard. Police say a man and woman got into a fight at the Opry Mills Mall location. No more details have been released. This is the newest addition in fights and even murders in Popeyes across the country. To avoid this, you can stay safe and eat at the cafe. And still ahead on TSU-TV News 98 News at Noon, find out who won big at the Fall Semester Research Forum for the Arts.
And later, see the latest exhibit at the TSU Art Gallery.
This is TSU-TV News 98.
Welcome back to TSU-TV News at Noon. I'm RaShaun Haynes.
And I'm Eric Monahan. The 20th Research Forum for the Arts kicks off in the Performing Arts Center. Students from music, arts, and the communications department presented their research projects last night.
Elijah Holt and Hashim Sirleaf won in the oral presentation categories. Jamal Moore won in the poster presentation. Thanksgiving travel may mean paying extra to sit with your loved ones. The busiest travel day will be the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. If you are traveling by air with loved ones and you're flying coach, there is no guarantee you will be sitting next to them. Some airlines are charging more if you want seats together. That's really unfortunate.
That's strange. I wonder why they would do that. Is it saving money for some reason?
I don't know, because I know a few airlines are first come, first serve with seating. Yes.
But if you buy the tickets all together, then you should be fine.
Because you usually can select your seats. I don't know. That's pretty different.
It's hard to tell. But with the Thanksgiving holidays coming up, we are going to want to know what the weather is. And good thing we have Kristina here. What are we looking at?
Yes, well, hopefully it's not as cold as it has been. So it's slightly warmer today from the previous days. You won't need as a heavier jacket today. We do have a sunny weekend coming up, so you can go out and enjoy the weather. Next week we do have cloudy skies coming through, so I advise everyone to bring a scarf and a hat. Today we have a high of 44 degrees. It will be sunny. A low clear sky of 28 degrees, so it'll be pretty cold today, well, tonight. For the rest of the week, the weather will, it'll have its ups and downs. So, Friday, it'll be a high of 46 and a low of 27. Saturday will be a high of 48 degrees with a low of 26. Starting Sunday, it will start rising back up with highs of 50s and a low of 34 for the rest of the week, starting until next week.
That's good to hear.
Yep, it'll start warming back up.
Yeah, and hopefully that'll stay true through the whole of Thanksgiving week, because I know a lot of families have traditions. My family likes to play football outside. Yeah, do a little family football.
But with the rise and fall of the weather, I wonder what Christmas is going to look like.
Oh, could be cold, could be hot. It won't be neither.
Coming up next in Tiger Talk, he's taking the Big Blue Field for the last time. Hear one senior story as he says goodbye to TSU.
Now, Tiger Talk on TSU-TV News 98.
Welcome back, TSU. Today in Tiger Talk, he's been on the field for several seasons, and now he's saying goodbye to the Big Blue Gridiron. Okay, so it must be kind of bittersweet, but I just wanted to get a feel. How are you feeling, Mr. Rowland?
I'm feeling good. It's been a good 4 years here at TSU. I played pretty much every game since I've been here. So like you said, it's bittersweet, but I'm also ready, looking forward to the next level, my next life. So.
Being a student athlete, you've juggled for the past 4 or so years, having to juggle school and sports. So I know that can't be any sort of easy fit. So how did you kind of overcome the craziness?
Honestly, it's crazy being a student athlete. Especially you have to really learn time management skills. That's one thing that shocked me when I first got here. The amount of time I had to study, the amount of time I had practicing, it was all just tough at first getting here. But as the years went on, I matured and was able to adjust to the student athlete life. I'd have to stay on a strict schedule, and I couldn't get off it. I had to study here, practice here, watch film here. So it took a minute to get accustomed to, but it wasn't anything that I couldn't handle.
Yeah, no, definitely. You definitely handled it well, but you've created such a legacy for yourself in such a short time, just a mere span of 4 years. You've broken countless records, on the way to break even more. So, how do who does you owe your success to? What drives you in the morning? What gets you going?
Well, growing up, I was raised in a kind of work household. My father instilled a workman's attitude in me, and he taught me how to work, to grind, whatever you want to do in life, it doesn't come easy. You got to work for it. So that's probably been my biggest motivation, my father, my parents, and my brothers. So.
Yeah, no, definitely. But, with all said and done, what memories, what things will you just miss most, seeing as you're finally going to say sayonara to Tennessee State University?
Probably my teammates,
Definitely.
You make friends over the course of college you're here, and I've made friends that, I wouldn't trade for the world, just the memories I'm going to cherish those forever. So.
Yeah, no, definitely great. Well, we're going to thank you so much for having us, And next on TSU-TV News at noon, the TSU Tigers football team wrap up their season and recognize their graduating seniors. And the men's basketball teams come up in a big home game at Gentry. Stay tuned for sports news after the break.
Now, sports on TSU-TV News 98.
Welcome back to TSU-TV News. I'm Arianna Dubose. Today in sports, the Tennessee State Tigers kick off their 9th game against the Southeastern Missouri State University Redhawks. Despite the weather, the alumni showed up to cheer on the team. The aristocratic bands put on a big show, too, after getting recognized for their ongoing excellence. As football season comes to a close, TSU-TV's Sarah Saluski breaks down the action from the stands.
This past Saturday, on November 9th, the TSU Tigers prepared to play their last football game at home. Before the start of the game, seniors were honored and recognized on the field. Soon after, the band rushed the field with a performance to get everyone up and on their feet. With lots of energy, the Tigers soon came out to warm up and prepare for a long fight against the East Illinois Jaguars. I'm here at Tennessee State University football's last game of the season against the East Illinois Jaguars. Tonight they have honored the seniors of the aristocratic of bands as well as the seniors on the football team. While the Tigers continued to play a great game, the Simmons family stepped aside and told us who they're here to see and why.
Because this is his last go-round in college football, and he's really enjoyed playing for the TSU, and I feel like it's important because it's important to him, so it's important to me.
As the game continued, Karen Williams told us why she came to this game in particular.
I came out to the game today to support the last home game of our Tigers.
The Tigers fought a long and hard game against the East Illinois Jaguars, but unfortunately lost with a score of 38-49. I'm Sarah Saluski with TSU News.
The Tennessee State University women's volleyball team defeats Eastern Kentucky Saturday night in Nashville. The final score was 3-0 as the Tigers roared in triumph over the Colonels. Tiger pride was on full display at Keene Hall during an energetic performance from both teams. The head coach says it was a much-needed win after TSU lost to Morehead College the previous night. Fans of the Tigers women's volleyball team came out to show their support as TSU won all 3 sets in the game. The fight for bragging rights. The Big Blue Tigers will take on Fisk University Monday night. The game starts at 7:30 in Gentry Center. The Bulldogs were no competition for the Tigers last year. The men's basketball team is eager for a win. You know, last game, we won, at a buzzer-beating shot. Hopefully, we won't have to experience that next game.
Well, I'm excited for this game versus Fisk. They're down the street.
Is it weird that I like the ones that end right at the buzzer? It keeps you, keeps you engaged, really.
Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
Coming up on TSU-TV News at noon, Christmas is just around the corner, and the music has already started.
And hear how one holiday favorite is making big bucks, and another is making big waves. Your entertainment headlines are after the break.
Now, your entertainment news on TSU-TV 98.
Welcome back to TSU-TV News. I am Jalen Bester. Today in entertainment, we're highlighting art on campus. News 98's Taylor Reeve attends an intimate discussion about the numerous art pieces in Elliott Hall and speaks with one of 3 students who won.
I go out and try to meet people. Of course, I go to as many art events as I can stand.
TSU alumni in Nashville's Fritz Art Museum's educator for community engagement explains to students and some faculty how he fell in love with art and how he meets other local artists. Giles attended a mini seminar at TSU's art exhibit located in Elliott Hall this past Thursday, October 24th. Giles came to award 3 lucky art major students with a Visa gift card for what he titles the Pieces of Excellence Artwork Award. Winner Angela Black explains the relevance of the piece that got her the 2nd place prize.
So this is my piece that I put here in the gallery. This is me at the Stax Museum in Memphis, Tennessee. And these are basically all the records. This is called the wall of records or something like that. Wall of sound at the museum in Memphis.
When asked how he chose his winners, Dowes explains the basic varieties he looked for in their artwork.
Looking at things like use of lines and variety and variety of textures, variety of values, and just sort of that technical execution in that way.
Black expresses how she had no worries when it came to winning the art award.
I knew it was gonna happen because I spoke it out before I even made this. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get into this gallery and I'm gonna make sure that it works out, and it worked out.
For TSU-TV News 98, I'm Taylor Reeves.
Kevin Hart makes his first public appearance after a serious car accident. He attended the 2019 People's Choice Awards. The star comedian thanks all his fans, family, and friends for standing by him during this difficult time. Holiday season is upon us once again, and the Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, is expected to have another great year. Since the debut of her holiday single, All I Want for Christmas, Carey generates about $500,000 every year in royalties. And talking about songs, John Legend and Kelly Clarkson have put a 21st century spin on the classic holiday song, Baby It's Cold Outside. But they're getting some pushback. In the era of the hashtag #MeToo, the song now focuses on sexual consent.
Well, the song actually says the words, because there's a controversial line about she says the answer is no. And that's kind of for the last few years have kind of been that big, it's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
So now they changed it to say it's your body and your choice that the guy says to her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's different.
Yeah, but it's getting a lot of flack because people are saying it sounds like he wants her to leave, which if he wanted her to stay the first time, maybe that's the opposite. I don't know.
That's an interesting spin because my interpretation of the song was that it's cold outside. You know, it's a blizzard. I don't want you to leave because
I want you to
you might get trapped in the snow. Not
Yeah.
because I'm forcing you here, but I guess, you know, to each its own.
I mean, as long as it's kind of teaching sexual consent,
Yeah.
you can't really argue with it.
Definitely support the movement.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for this edition of TSU TV 98 News at Noon.
Join us this time next week for more TSU news you can use. Have a good day.